What's going on, guys? Gibran here from Photographers on YouTube, and today I want to talk about composition. Today I want to talk about creating a different type of composition where you're placing your subject in far corner, in deep corner. For example, like here, here, here. Now these are just thumbnails. I'm going to enlarge them and go in more detail. Now, this may not be your style. This may not be a client's style. So it may take you, it may be a little difficult for you to transition into this type of style, but we have a plan for that. I'll show you how you can go for a safe shot, a more predictable shot, and then you try this unique, different type of composition if you have the time. All right, so those of you who are on my Facebook page already know that I love placing my subject in corners. You have these four corners, and I try to push them in that corner. Not always, but whenever I feel it looks really nice, I go for it. I'm talking about Facebook. What I'm talking about in this video, I've already talked about on my Facebook page a few times. So if you are not on it, check it out, because I'm constantly posting pictures with lighting tips, composition tips, equipment tips, things like that. So it's Gibran A Photography, basically. All right, so back to the composition. All right, so I want to show you guys a safe shot and a different type of composition. So here's my safe shot on the left, very predictable. And whenever I take a shot like this, I always go for, different type of composition after that, which is on your right. Now, you may not like this. Your client may not even like this, because photography is very subjective. So it's always a good idea to go for your safe shot first, and then you want to experiment with your composition. If I were to pick a picture that I like, from these two, I would definitely like this. I just love the way they are placed in this corner, the beautiful arches and all that. All of this is present in this as well, but this is just unique. It stands out. And now, this is not, it's not very common, but I've seen a few photographers do this. So, maybe the trend will catch on. I don't know, but I personally, love this type of style. Here's another safe shot, more predictable shot you could see during the wedding ceremony. You have to get this. You cannot just go for unique composition every single time, because, like I said, you may love this, your client may not understand it. So safe shot, next click, just kind of zoom out, go for something like this. Now, if the clouds were here as well, obviously this would have looked much nicer. I can clone the clouds in there if I wanted, but I don't think it's really necessary. All right, let me close these and show you other pictures. Here's another example. This is your safe shot, bride and groom kissing, and here I basically push them in the corner right here, and also get the ceiling, which is part of my composition. It's also part of my subject as well, in the right corner. Here's another shot. Not a big fan because his eyes are not complete, or slightly open, but it's a unique composition. It's something you don't always see, but again, you want to get your safe shot out of the way. So they were dancing, and you always have to be aware of your surrounding. I saw the chandeliers. Basically, I got down on my knee, got the chandeliers, placed them in the corner, boom. So it's different. Same thing with this. Now I could just zoom in and just get them holding hands like this, which would be a really predictable safe shot, and sometimes even boring. But hey, you want to mess with your composition. You want to try different things, because ultimately you want to stand out from all the other photographers. Okay? Something similar. place them in the corner, just, you know, talking, laughing, having fun. Another example, place them in the corner, got nice clouds, trees, and all that, and it looks nice. Here's another example. Place them in the corner. Now this is not your, you're not really gambling, because, you know, the beautiful door, you know, the arches, it just fills the frame really nicely. So, but it's somewhat, you know, similar style. Bride's coming um, through the door. You know, she's entering the church. Her father's walking down the aisle. Same thing. And, you know, once you get a couple of these shots, obviously, then you go back to your safe shots. I mean, personally, I would get the safe shots out of the way if you are doing this for the first time. For example, this is how I started, because I've done this type of composition before, so I feel fairly comfortable. So, you know, depends on your comfort level. If you're not too comfortable, start off with something like this, where, you know, they're not quite placed them all the way in the corner, but you can start off with something like this, something like that as well. It's just a different composition, okay? It may take you some time to basically develop this type of style, but, you know, who knows, it may grow on you. Now, you don't have to do this with just portraits. If you want to try with other things, rings, flowers, anything, and if you want to experiment this, you know, beforehand, before you do this on your, like on your portrait shoots, maybe try with other, you know, uh, things, and see how you like it. So that's, you know, what I wanted to share. I think it's composition is a big key of my photography, and I always try to do, you know, different types of composition, just so it stands out. So hopefully you learned something new in this video. Please check out the Facebook page if you need extra help. People are constantly posting their questions here, and whenever I get a chance, I basically answer them. Pretty soon, um, you know, my next video will probably be on editing something like this. I really like this edit. If you have any special requests, please let me know. And I apologize. I know I haven't been making videos lately, and it's because my schedule was absolutely nuts from spring till like just now. I'm getting some time to do this, because I mean, I got bombarded. I mean, I'm not complaining. Obviously, the more, you know, the more business I do, the better. But, you know, unfortunately, sometimes it, you know, does not leave me a lot of time to make videos. But on my Facebook page, I am still pretty active, because it doesn't take me that long to just post a, you know, a picture, and, you know, give you guys some tips. All right, hope all's well, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.